Hi, I'm John.
Hi, I'm Wanda. So John and I met originally online. We made plans about a week later to meet up for coffee. John bought me a hot chocolate and we sat and we talked for, it seemed like hours. We dated for about 2 years before we decided to cohabitate. And then about a year later, John proposed to me on Valentine's Day. We went out to dinner. He had it all planned. He even had my family in on it. And then about a year after that, we decided that we were just going to have a very quick city hall wedding. And it was really cool to have it be so small and intimate.
You know, in the beginning when I first met her, it was her smile and her laughter. In addition to that, you know, she's extremely smart, extremely patient. The other things that I really appreciate about my wife is that she's outgoing, she likes to do things, she's willing to try different things, and she's an educator at heart, and I think the world of her. She's gonna be a great mom. I just know it from the bottom of my heart.
I love John for so many reasons, but I think, you know, if I had to pick a handful, I would say that John is obviously incredibly smart, and that was one of the initial reasons why I was so attracted to him. I also think that John has a really big heart, and I think that there's a thoughtfulness in how he maneuvers through life that's really amazing. I also think that John is going to be a really great dad. John really enjoys and values experiences, and he's so open to sharing so many of the things that he knows and exploring a lot of things that he doesn't yet know with a child.
So I am a management consultant in the nonprofit sector. So the work that I typically do involves interim executive director work or executive search work. I also do trainings for nonprofit boards. I also do strategic planning. In addition to all that, in my spare time, I sometimes will be teaching at local higher education institutions in the Boston area.
And I am a managing director at a national nonprofit that helps students from low-income communities get into college and graduate from college. I think one of the things that I really love about my job is being able to support students to reach their ultimate goals is really what drives my work. John and I live with our dog, Cinco. He is half Yorkie, half poodle. He is the cutest dog that ever has lived. And he also is very food motivated. So I'm sure at one point he will even talk for a treat if he could.
So growing up on my side of the family, we did a lot of like holiday celebrations. Folks got together, and it usually involved just being around family and having dinner and breaking bread. I think our traditions have evolved more to doing some traveling. And one of the areas that we go to is local here to Massachusetts, a very beautiful town on the coast. We've been doing that for probably the last 4 or 5 years, and we thoroughly enjoy that.
I'm Puerto Rican, and so for Christmas, we have a little bit of the best of both worlds where we celebrate Christmas twice. So on December 24th, we celebrate a very traditional Christmas, usually with my immediate family. And then on December 25th, we have another celebration of Christmas, inclusive of John's family. So John and I have been in this house now for about 5 years. The thing that attracted us to this particular home was just the massive yard space that we have. And we've also been pretty intentional about creating nice outdoor spaces. And, you know, I think as we continue to expand our family, we love this house, but we also recognize that we probably need a little bit more space. And so looking to expand to a larger home.
I think the other thing about this particular area that we live in is the diversity. And I think that just adds to the richness of living in this community. I think adoption for us was just a natural course of action to take. And the reason why I say that is because there were some issues and challenges that we faced in trying to conceive. And after having, you know, a really deep conversation about what we were looking to do in terms of our goals, which is to start a family, adoption just became a clear path for us to be able to pursue.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video and learn a little bit more about myself and John and us together as a couple. We understand that this is a very difficult decision that you're considering, and we just want to acknowledge how appreciative we are of your consideration of us and the bravery that it's taking for you to make this decision.